getting players minutes, keeping them sharp, or in what way can it aid your preparation for the final?
The best way is to face the game like we should face the game, is to win the game. We need to perform, we need to win points in Premier League, and that is the feeling. And that was we talk about that after West Ham. So we need to improve in the way we face competition, stay focused in every moment of the game, because against West Ham we had clear situations to score. In the first opportunity of West Ham, they scored 1 goal, so these small details matter. And the only way I know how to prepare a final is to, in the normal game for our league, we must have the same. We must play the same way as a final.
Ian.
Ruben, on that, how will you manage the occasion on Friday with obviously the Europa League being in everyone's mind? Do you feel that there are certain players you can't take risks with for this game, or do you have to be able to get the rhythm up for Wednesday with there being a 5-day gap between the matches?
We have time to recover. The best thing to prepare the final is to play the game. And then the players have to understand that if you play or don't play against Chelsea, it means nothing to the final. That is important. I'm just preparing the game of Chelsea. That is my focus, and we want to win and to perform.
How close will your 11 be against Chelsea that it will be for the final?
Like I said to you, I don't know. I know already the starting 11 that I'm thinking for Chelsea. Then I will see. Even the way we play there against Chelsea, I will see it, and is going to be important for the next one.
So players have still got the chance to make the final,
yes,
even if they're not in your mind now in that Chelsea game.
That is clear.
Chris.
Thank you.
Ruben, is there any concern on your part that players will not be as focused on Chelsea with the final around the corner, and also particularly they might be concerned about getting knocks and maybe some injuries?
It's going to be a massive part this game to the next one. So we need to perform, and they need to perform. That is important thing. Then we are going to the same way. If there is a player that can get an injury, is not recover for this game, he can put in risk the final, he will not play. But if it's not that situation, we'll have a lot of time to recover, and we cannot spend 8 days, 9 days without a game. That is a bad thing for the final. So no, I think they will be prepared for the game.
Simon.
Is there any players that kind of ring fence though that you have to keep fit? I asked that because I saw your face when you got the news about Yoro from the medic, I presume. Tottenham have just announced that Kulusevski's had surgery, so I guess that means he's out the final as well.
No, Leny was the same as Mata. I was thinking about even the next year, the squad. If we need another guy, if he's a long long injury, that is my concern. It's not about just the final. Of course, I want every player fit, but Leny-Yoro was in his foot. He had that problem. I was so concerned about the next season, the next squad, the way we build up the squad. That was my biggest concern. The rest will be ready for the final, no matter what.
Sorry.
When Lenny went off, you took Luke Shaw straight away. Was that a kind of insurance policy?
Yeah, it was clear that we cannot take a risk in several players. That was to save especially that kind of position.
I mean, that says a lot about what you think about Luke Shaw.
No, it's not. It's the history. It's not what is going to be. It's the history, and then we have to manage the minutes like Mason Mount. Mason Mount is ready, but we are trying to build these guys a little bit longer for them to cope. Then in the future it will be okay.
Last question, Rob.
You mentioned there about small margins. We're throwing some of the players down there, and they're sort of saying that if you look at the league table, it looks as if you're miles off the pace, but actually in games you've still been in games. Do you think that the Premier League form is quite close to being right? I know it's hard for you to say that, but does it feel quite close to clicking?
Yeah, it's hard to talk about that without looking like a crazy guy, but if you see the XG, for example, in the last games, ours is bigger, and you can see against Wolves we are so near, and they score a goal set pieces. This game was the first time that they reach our goal and they score, and we had opportunities, especially in the second half. So I can understand that, manage that, but it's hard to talk about that in this moment. Let's focus on finishing a good way, and then we'll prepare the future in the end of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.